Welcome to Season 1, Episode 1 of the Station Field Guide, where I'll be reviewing Bayview Station on the TTC Shepherd Line, also known as Line 4. For the newcomers, I will explain what each station review entails. Like previous episodes in the trial season, I will rate the station's exterior and outside accessibility, design and cleanliness, passenger experience, connections, and nearby amenities that Bayview Station has to offer, with as little bias as possible. Let's begin. To start with the station's exterior and outside accessibility, there are three entrances to Bayview Station. There's an entrance on both sides of Bayview Avenue, although the west side Bayview entrance is not accessible, and there's an entrance on the south side of Shepherd Avenue. There isn't much to say about getting to the station itself. After all, there is no commuter parking available at the station, nor is there a drop-off area at the station. At the very least, this station is accessible, with elevators in 2 out of 3 entrances to the station. Though the transit connections to Bayview Station is quite poor, I'll cover more in the connections and amenities section. Overall, not much to say about the station's exterior and accessibility at Bayview Station. It's not bad, although it's below average, so I think I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Now to move on to the design and cleanliness of Bayview Station, the subway platform feels pretty grand in nature, similar to Don Mills Station, which I reviewed previously. The subway platform is a center platform station, if I haven't mentioned it already. The lighting in the stairwell and escalator corridors to the surface feels pretty uneven as well. In fact, I was pretty shocked at how long the escalator was. However, I will say that Bayview Station feels very clean, and there was more seating than other stations I've seen so far. I'm not sure what to give this section, I'll probably go 7 out of 10. Time to rate the passenger experience at Bayview Station. Unfortunately, there isn't much to say about it. This station is accessible as there are elevators that aren't awfully misplaced, so I will award Bayview Station that side of the coin. Since the station feels very grand in nature, the safety of the station is slightly questionable, especially with the uneven lighting. Since Bayview Station is an infill station on Line 4, there aren't any bathrooms here. However, the signage is very clear at the station. Another hard score to give. I'll go 6.5 out of 10. Now let's talk about the connections that Bayview Station has to offer. Wait, what? There are only 2 connecting bus routes at Bayview Station? Why didn't you tell me? Yes, that's right. You heard that exactly correctly. There are only 2 connecting bus routes to Bayview Station, and 1 Blue Night bus route. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention that one of those connecting routes is the Shepherd Central bus, which literally runs parallel to the Shepherd subway. And the Blue Night bus is the Shepherd Blue Night bus, also that runs parallel to the Shepherd subway. What about the one route that I didn't mention? The Bayview bus. Okay, that's a connection at last, I get it. But that bus literally comes every 20 minutes on weekdays according to the TTC website. The Bayview TTC bus is the only thing that makes Bayview Station slightly better than Bazarian Station in terms of connections, which, you guessed it, literally only has the Shepherd Central bus and the Shepherd Blue Night bus. And to make it worse, there's not a bus terminal at Bayview Station, just a stop on the street. Yeah, if you haven't figured it out by now, the connections at Bayview Station are near rock bottom. I'll give this section a 2 out of 10. And of course, if you enjoyed that mini skit, mini rant, whatever, about the lack of connections at Bayview Station, again, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel as it helps a lot. I also take viewer requests, so let's move on to my final thoughts now. Now for my overall thoughts on Bayview Station. I will accumulate the scores and average the final score. If the final score isn't a half point or a full point, I will round at my discretion, which I forgot to mention in the previous trial episodes. Anyway, the outside accessibility of Bayview Station gets a 5 out of 10. The station design and cleanliness gets a 7 out of 10. The passenger experience gets a 6.5 out of 10. And the connections and amenities gets a 2 out of 10. Now the average of these scores is 5.125 out of 10, but to standardize the scoring process, I'll round Bayview Station's score down to a 5 out of 10 overall score. If you guys enjoyed this episode of the Station Field Guide, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more deep dives like this. That's all I gotta say, so peace out guys.